Hello, in this video we will be exploring how we can construct a bisector of an angle using Geometer's Sketchpad. So if we look up in this left-hand corner, when we are working with constructions, we are first given information. So what we're given here is an angle. So that's what we start with. So let's go ahead and construct an angle by constructing two rays with a common vertex. And in order to make this clear when we're working through these problems, it's good to label your points. So you can label by right-clicking the point and clicking Show Label. So right-click again, Show Label, and Show Label. So now I have an angle I can reference, and this angle is angle A, B, C. So my goal here is to construct an angle bisector. So let's remind ourselves of what an angle bisector is. And if we look over here at this definition, an angle bisector is a ray or line segment that divides an angle into two congruent angles. Okay, so to do that, our first step will be to come over to the circle icon, and we want to construct a circle, and just pull it out here until we have just the radius of the circle doesn't matter. It's just I like to do it far enough from our vertex so it doesn't get crowded here in a little bit. And since this point is on the line as well, I'm going to click Show Label, and then I need to go ahead and label this point, the intersection of this ray and circle. And I know that this is the true intersection because both the circle here and the ray are highlighted red. Versus if I just moved over to the right just a little bit, only the ray is highlighted red. So I know that point would only be on the ray. However, I want the intersection of the ray and the circle, so I place my point here, right click again, and click Show Label. So that's my point E. So the first step is done. We constructed a circle centered at our vertex of the angle B. And now I have these two new points, point E and D. Now the second step is I want to construct a circle centered at E and then a circle centered at D that both have the same radius. So let's go ahead and construct a circle centered at E. So you're going to click the point and come out here. And again, how far you come out on E doesn't matter as long as it's clearly halfway in between so that these two circles will intersect. So now, like I said earlier, I want to construct a circle centered at D that has the same radius as my circle centered at E. However, if I came over here to the circle icon and just manually constructed the circle, it most likely would not be the same radius, but I need the radii to be equal to one another. So to do that, I first need to highlight the circle, right click it, and come down and find the radius of my circle centered at E. And that radius is 3.62 centimeters. Well, now I want to construct a circle centered at D with this radius. So then I have those both highlighted, and again I know they're highlighted because they are that purple color. So now I come up to construct, and I want to construct a circle using the center I specified, which is center D, and this radius I specified, which is the same as my other circle. So by clicking that, it constructs an equivalent circle to the one centered at E. So now what this does, by creating these two circles, we want to label the common point of intersection. And again, I know this is the point of intersection because both circles are highlighted red here. And now I'm going to label that intersection, and that becomes point G. So looking at this, it can get kind of confusing with all the circles. So we can highlight the circles, come up to display, and click hide circles. So they disappear, but it doesn't mean they're gone. They're still there. It's just they hide it from your view so that you can focus on what you're trying to construct. Because you get too many things going on your screen, it can get confusing. So remember, our goal is we want to construct a bisector of the angle ABC. Well, let me go ahead and show the circles again. This point G, if I create a ray that goes through point BG, that will give me the angle bisector of my given angle. So let's go ahead and do that. So if I construct a ray that goes through BG, that ray, BG, is my angle bisector. So like we did earlier, I'm going to go ahead and hide these circles again so that we can truly see how the ray bisects this angle and creates two congruent angles. Now, don't take my word for it. Let's go ahead and check and see if we do get that these two smaller angles are congruent to one another. So I'm going to measure angle ABG, come up to measure, click angle, and that measure of angle ABG is 15.54 degrees. Now I'm going to come down here and measure angle CBG, click measure, angle, and sure enough, that is equivalent to the second angle that make up the bigger angle ABC. So we did accurately create an angle bisector ray BG. And that's how you construct a bisector of an angle using Sketchpad.